Hello everyone. So in this tutorial we're going to add some APIs to our project, and before that we have to go to console.cloud.google.com. Then from here we can select our project. I already selected Trippo and I already enabled billing account in this project. So if you have any card or Visa card or credit card, then you can add that here. And we have to enable APIs. So at first I'm going to add we have to go to library, then we can add maps SDK for Android. Enable it. It's going to take some time, just wait for that. It's added. Then we have to add maps SDK for iOS as well. As it is a Flutter project, we can run our app on both iOS and Android. So it's enabled. Then we can add another APIs. And it's places API. I already enabled it before. Then directions API, we have to enable it as well. We can also add geocoding API. We can also add roads API. And geolocation API. So we have to add our map API key to our project. So let's go to credentials and copy this API key, and we go to our project. We are going to add a new Dart file here on our global Dart file map underscore key, and we can add a string here, string map key equals to here. That's it. Then we have to add a new dependency. Let's go to pubspec.dev Flutter or maps, Google Maps, Google Maps Flutter. We have to add it in our project, prospect.yml file, and hit pubget. And from here we have to add this line in our XML file. So go to app source main, then Android manifest. Here we have to paste it here, and we have to add our API key. So for that we can just copy this and paste it here, and we have to give some permissions. So let's add this permissions, and then yeah, that's it. And then we have to add these lines, app delegate, go to iOS runner app delegate dot swift, and we can change this. We can just add this one. This line here, then we can also again copy this and paste it here. So before we implement our mains Google Map on our project, I'm going to show you what dependencies I have added: Google Maps Flutter, Geolocator, Geocoder, Flutter Geofire, and Flutter Polyline Points and Location. These are the dependencies we will be needing for our project. So let's go to main page. I'm going to change this to main screen. So main screen. And before we design our UI, I'm going to add few variables, and these things you can find this in Google Maps Flutter 2.2.5 here in readme, and then just paste them here. We have to import dark async and Let's run pubget again. And now we can import our Google Map controller, and I'm going to change the name to Google controller Google Map, and I'm going to add few more variables: latlang, peak location, and I'm going to add package location dot as lock, and here I can just simply write log dot location equals to log dot location, then string address. I'm going to add a global key, scaffold state, underscore scaffold state equals to global key scaffold state. Now I'm going to add few more variables. Let's add them later. Okay, no, we need to actually add them. Double search location container height equals to 220, double waiting response from driver container height equals to 0, double assigned driver for container height equals to 0, position user current position now let's add var geolocator equals to geolocator, and location permission equals not equals to location permission, double bottom padding of map equals to 0, and list latlang p-line coordinates list equals to set polyline set equals to set marker set equals to set circles set equals to string username equals to then string user email equals to empty string. We'll open navigation drawer equals to true. Active nearby driver keys loaded equals to false. Bitmap descriptor active nearby icon string what is the issue here? Import library dark core for normal string. Okay, let's comment this out for now. Now let's add before scaffold. We're going to use gesture detector on tap focus scope dot off context dot unfocus, and here we can add scaffold. Body, we are going to use stack, and here you can add children, Google Map, map type, you can add initial camera position to our Google Plex. We can see our map here. Now let's add few more things. Map type to map type dot normal, my location enabled to true, zoom gesture detector to true, zoom controls enabled to true, polylines to polyline set, markers to marker set, circles to circles. Yes. Set on map created. Let's add Google Map controller, and now we can write control Google Map dot complete dot control. New Google Map. You have to add another variable here. Google Map controller to new Google Map controller. Google Map controller equals to controller. Set state. That's it. We have set up our Google Map. We have set up our Google Map, but we can see that it's showing some other place, not our current location. So for that we have to add a function locate user position, and we have to create this function, and we want our map to we want to pick our location based on our map. So for that we can add camera move, camera position, if pickup location is not equals to position dot target, then set state pickup location equals to position dot target. And on camera idle we're going to add another function, get address from latlang. For now we can just comment out this. So let's add this locate user position here. Locate user position, we can make it asynchronous as we are going to use await. Position C position equals to await geolocator dot get current position, desired accuracy, location accuracy dot high. User current position goes to C position, latlang position equals to latline user current position dot latline and user current position dot longitude. Camera position equals to camera position target latline position zoom around 15. New Google Map controller dot animate camera update dot new camera position string now we can see it shows our location. So we want to now we want to see what location it has picked, so we have to reverse geocode. So for that I'm going to add human readable address equals to await, and we have to add another method on our assistant methods. So let's add that. Static future string search address for geographic coordinates position dot context methods dot context current user position and then print this is our address equals to plus human readable address username. Okay, we can add that later. String API URL equals to, we have to add a string. I'm going to add this one here. have to return string human readable address. Variable request response equals to await request assistance dot. Okay, we have to add another dart file, request underscore assistant, and here we can add import dart convert and import package http as http. Then we can add class request assistant static future dynamic receive request string URL async pronounce because we are going to use await http dot response equals to http response equals to await http dot get URL dot get URI dot parse URL. Try if http response dot status code equals to 200, then successful. String response data equals to http response dot body JSON var decode response data equals to JSON decode response data return decode response data, else return error occurred. Failed, no response. After this try, you can add XP, same thing as here, error occurred, no response. Now let's go back to our assistant methods and write this request dot receive request, API URL, you have to send the URL, then if request response is not equals to, we can copy this, not equals to this, then we can add human readable address equals to request response results formatted address. Now we have to add another model, directions. So class directions string human readable address string location name string location ID double location latitude double location longitude. Directions this dot human readable address, this dot location name, this dot location ID, then this dot location latitude, this dot location longitude. And now in our assistant methods we can write directions user pickup address equals to directions, user pickup address dot location latitude equals to position dot latitude, then user pickup address dot location longitude equals to position dot longitude, then pickup address dot location name equals to human readable address. We are going to use another line here which we will implement later. Now let's run this. let's add align dot center child padding const edge insets dot only bottom 35.0, and here we can add our image.asset images / pic.png height 45 and width 45. You can see our pick icon. Let's write this function below our locate user position, and here we can write get address from latlang. We can make it asynchronous. Function try geodata data equals to await geocoder 2 dot get data from coordinates let's change this latitude to pick location dot latitude and pick location dot longitude. And here we can use map key. Then you can write set state underscore address equals to data dot address. Then we can add catch as we have used try print, and now we're going to add another method that will check whether user has permission for to allow the location. So we have to add init state, and here we can write check if location permission allowed. Let's copy this and paste this here. Location permission equals to await geolocator dot request permission if location permission equals location permission dot denied, then location permission equals to await. You have to make this asynchronous as well. Geolocator dot request permission, and here we can change this my location button enabled to my location enabled, and now we can see this location icon and location enabled dot. So now it's working fine. So now let's see whether our position changes, pick location changes with our icon. Top 40, right 20, left 20, child, container, decoration, box decoration, border dot all. we're just making this for testing purpose. Colors dot white. Let's add some padding or 20. Child, text, address, set your pickup location, overflow, text overflow dot visible, soft wrap to true. Now we can see here it shows 82 Kakrail Road, Dhaka, 1000 Bangladesh. Let's change this. Yeah, now it's working. So that's it.